Do you regret, because I remember very vividly you were waving the Lil Pump flag harder than any rapper I think I've ever seen you wave a flag for at a certain point in time. I think I remember when you first went on The Breakfast Club. You had
I didn't go on The Breakfast Club.
You didn't?
No.
Ever?
No.
Well, there was an interview. Was it just you and Charlemagne?
I interviewed him at one point, yeah. And I went on the Brilliant Idiots one time.
It was Brilliant Idiots.
Schultz, yeah.
It was Brilliant Idiots. Okay, yeah. So when you went on Brilliant Idiots, I think I remember you kind of shitting on Rick Ross a little.
I think they asked me what I thought of the new Rick Ross album.
And you were like, I don't fucking care. I'm listening to Lil Pump or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's just real. Like, there's just artists who I like, and then at a certain point, once they're on, like, album number 8, I'm just not.
Well, I was going to say, there was, like, you were kind of, like, partially the face of, like, that SoundCloud era, and you were also very anti a lot of the other shit.
I think I got a lot of a lot of that reputation for being like anti-traditional hip-hop just because of the fact that I was like the adult in the room when Lil Pump and SmokePurpp were chanting "fuck J. Cole," even though I don't think I ever said "fuck J. Cole." Like I was not invested in it like that, and I've always been able to appreciate more traditional hip-hop and everything. But yeah, I mean, I was around the SoundCloud wave. Like before them, I was around all these like Sesh Hollow Waterboys dudes and like all the GBC shit. And then I met Lil Pump at a show in Florida that like Ski Mask played and like a few other people. And yeah, we just hit it off on some cool shit. We went on that tour together, and then I went to a few of his shows after that and stuff. But yeah, I mean, sometimes when I think back on that, I'm like, you were a grown-ass man, just really hanging out with like a 16-year-old.
I was going to say, you in like fast forward, you have gotten a lot of recent criticism for maybe that tour and like maybe some of the stuff that went down on the tour with Pump. Do you regret any of that tour? Or do you think any of that criticism is fair?
I mean, we were just hanging out doing Xans and like, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Listen, in retrospect, a grown man doing Xans with a child is kind of crazy.
Yeah, but that was just like my little homie at the time. Like I didn't, I never thought of it like that because I've been a BMX dude my whole life, and I've been getting smoking weed and drinking and hanging out at the skate park and all this shit, and I never had any like level of scrutiny of what I was doing, so it never really occurred to me. And it's not like I was like getting drugs for them. It's like no. Like they had drugs, and like sometimes Pump or SmokePurpp would like hand me a Xanax and or pour me some lean, and I'm like, okay, sure, yeah,
What would be your thoughts on why you think those two guys did not live up to their potential and I guess quote unquote fell off? Because I mean, it looked like SmokePurpp was with Travis and Pump was the biggest guy on the fucking planet, for a cup of coffee.
Part of me, I got no ill will towards either of them. I still think that they both potentially, have it in them, but I feel like
everyone's one hit away.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and at a certain point, the Lil Pump thing was just so big that it's like the people couldn't help but turn against him at a certain point. Once, like, they loved the meme, they loved the idea of him, they loved the hilarity of Pump, and then at a certain point, they just turned away from him because maybe the music didn't evolve or keep changing or whatever, and I don't know. I mean, you see it happen with people all the time. Like it happened to the Baby. They're doing it to Lil Baby right now.
But guess what? The Baby caught a record and he's kind of back a little.
I don't doubt for a minute that the Baby's
got a record called Shake Something right now.
Yeah, because he's a smart older guy who really like has studied the music game for a long time, and that's why I don't count Lil Pump or Purpp out, because I feel like all they need to do is just like come up with a sound, make a project that encompasses that sound, and all of a sudden those same people that are hating on him will be like, those same people that are always trying to catch a wave or like figure out something new or different to be into will be like, actually, this Lil Pump album's really good, and then that'll be the meme. And I mean, they just did it
with Lil Yachty when he put out the fucking Tame Impala type album.
Exactly. But like, bro, you see the way that they're trying to take Lil Baby down right now.
Yeah.
Because he put out a record, they hate the record, they hated his last album, whatever. And so now,
and then the tour dates are getting canceled.
And now they're looking for any little thing that they can use to put together the narrative that Lil Baby is a loser, even though Lil Baby like probably literally has like, $50 million or $100 million or some shit. Like, he's living a great life. If anything, like I saw Ack posted a clip of like Baby making that song in the studio, and there's all these homies in the studio, and they're all nodding their head and like acting like they're really into it. And then that song comes out, and Twitter just immediately declares it the worst song ever. But that's what it's like to be a superstar, is that nobody wants to tell you that your shit sucks, and you just are running around the world picking up, $50,000 for a show, $100,000 for a show, and then all of a sudden you put out a song and you just get this reality check that like, oh, there's a lot of people that are not already decided on the fact that they love you, and they're gonna shit on you and they're gonna hate you, and but somebody like Lil Baby, like I would say the same thing as Pump and Perp, like he just
Lil Baby will be fine.
He just got to refocus, yeah.
Yeah, Lil Baby's gonna be all right.